Dear friends in Jesus Christ, in today's Gospel I see there is a connection between the first reading and the second reading. In the first reading we see when God sends the spirit of Moses to the people or to the elders. So they began to prophesy. But in one of the tents, two people, they were prophesying, and when that was told to Moses, and he said, "Do not stop them, because are you jealous on my behalf if God is making all the people prophets?" He asked them. So in the gospel also we can see that when disciples were telling Jesus, "Lord, someone is casting out devils in your name." And Jesus said, "If they are casting out devils in my name, let it be, because do not stop them. They are not against us," he says. And then he continues to say that if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. See, and also he says, if your right foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. What we have to understand is that he is telling us not to sin. In order to make us understand not to sin, that's how he is telling through these examples. For instance, for a drawing artist, before he would draw, he thinks, he imagines, and he plans in his own mind, and then his hand begins to draw whatever he is imagining or planning. So his hand is helping him to bring into his presence whatever is there in his mind. So his hand is helping. So that is in the case of drawing artist. If you take a thief, so you'll be thinking, which house should I steal? What things should I steal? Whether do I have to steal the gold, silver, or iron, or aluminium, whatever he thinks, so his hand is automatically going there. If he thinks gold, then his hand is going there to pick up the gold. So what I want to tell you is that if he thinks something wrong, and the hand is also trying to help whatever the mind is thinking. If the mind is thinking good, the hand is doing the good thing. If the mind is thinking bad, the hand is also trying to do bad. But if you cut your hand and throw it off, if suppose your mind is always thinking bad, and if you cut your hand and throw it off, then only your mind will be thinking. Your hand will not do, because you do not have hand. And if the leg is disturbing you to cause you to sin, your mind will be thinking and your leg will be moving here and there. So you'll be stepping towards that particular goal, which is bad, which is wrong. So if you cut off your leg, then you will not go there. So that is the main purpose he was telling. Not to sin. That is the focus. It is not that literally we have to take that we have to cut our leg or cut our hand. Okay, if your mind is thinking something wrong, if you are able to manage not to do that wrong, then there is no problem. There is no need of cutting your leg, cutting your hand. Therefore we have to be clear with our mind. Our mind should not think of something sinful, something wrong, because the mind is always will lead into action. Therefore let us look into our mind, whether do I think something good or something bad. Thank you.